Guys, I'm live. I'm sick and I'm live, but I felt like I needed to come on here because I think it's live now. Your girl is officially sick. I have been sick this week, but there's just been so many new people on here and so much movement and like interactions that I just felt like I need to come on and just acknowledge everyone in this space. So I just wanted to say thank you. Like, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I know I post a lot of like my social media stuff onto here and I make these reels, and I wanted to share kind of like why and how I do that. I am a hot mess right now, you guys. I'm not feeling great, but I'm so grateful for all of you. When I was a little girl, Summer breathed me, huh? You know, I write about it when I was younger. Just, I had this very active mind of just music and people and images and constant things happening in my brain constantly. And I think that's kind of how I wrote, right? Because I wrote this book like in a journal. I just wrote all these things that were going on in my head and all the places and all kinds of things happening. And then I would create these videos and these kind of reels to give you like a visual experience with music and photos that had to go with each chapter, which I hope you guys like. It seems as if you are, because it helps you kind of feel a part of it. Like it's like a movie almost, right? Like these stories and these chapters can come to life and you can be a part of them. And I love creating like that. I love making something an experience for someone, rather than just only one way of receiving a story. So you can listen to my books, my chapters. There's an audio that I do where I record the chapter and you can just hear it from me. It's very raw, it's very real. And then you can read the chapters and then you can visualize the chapters with the photos and the music and the song. And each, I think, reel with the song and the photos gives it a tone. Like it gives each chapter its tone, right? Like songs are powerful like that. You can connect and relate to emotions based on a song, right? I hit number one last week. I've been in the top like number five, number six for the last days. I got my bestseller check. I was literally the person that was like, "What is this check by my name?" And I had to like Google it and be like, "Why is there a check by my name on Substack?" And it was because I hit this like bestseller list, and I was just like, in tears, right? Like, oh my God, like this book and everyone writing me like and who has written me as well that they're inspired to write their own story and like how to start, like just start, just open up a book and start writing. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or where it starts or how it starts, just start writing and you can put it all together afterwards and figure out where it all goes, but it is so healing. Um, and I want to be really clear, like I'm not living in my past. I'm not here every day just like my story and I live in my story defines me and it's my identity. It's not. It's not at all. It's just that since I was a little girl until always, I've had this like really big, wild life. And every chapter and every time, people would tell me like, "Oh my God, your life," and I'm like, "Oh my God, my life." And I'm just was like finally at the point where I was like, well, maybe, like a few years ago, I was like, I want to share it. I want to share it because it's just, you can't make it up. Like that is one of the conversations I have with so many of my friends is like, you couldn't write this. Like a writer couldn't write this story of me. It's mine. But it's also just like, you couldn't even make it up. Like you can't make this shit up kind of thing. And again, it's my perspective, right? So everybody who writes their story writes it from their perspective, what they felt going through it. And that's what a memoir is, right? It's like your journey, your story based on what it felt like for you. And I'm sure different people in the story would have different experiences in a way that they might explain parts of how the story went. But for me personally, this was what it felt like. And just to say it out loud and get it out there and just like just feels good. It just releases this little secret that you're like walking around with. And then this secret that we walk around with, like, what if people, and maybe we're supposed to have like certain secrets, right? Like maybe access to every part of us isn't healthy. I don't know. I really don't know anymore what healthy is not healthy is. There's so many views and ideas behind it, but I know what feels healthy to me, and it's just being authentic and real and raw and saying this is me, right? Like I'm carrying these secrets around of like things I've done or who I am or what what my life has looked like, and hoping that if I step into this person, someone's going to love me, or if I step into this person, this group is going to love me, or if I don't tell too much of this and I don't offend anyone. And I don't want to live like that. I don't at all, nor do I want to be an example to my daughter of that. Like I'm perfect, perfectly imperfect, right? With the wildlife that I have lived. And so I share that. I'm not here just like, destroying people. No, I'm here just saying we're humans. This is a human project about human beings, and all of us involved in my story and in anyone's story is like we're all coming from a place of trauma. We're all coming from mommy issues, daddy issues, things that stem from our childhood that bleed into our relationships, right? Trying to be good parents, good partners, good employees, good friends, good to ourselves, and, navigating everybody's crap around us, right? Receiving it, how do we receive it? And it took me a really long time to figure out, how to know what I needed to take on and what I didn't need to take on, and what was mine and not mine to receive, right? And that ultimately was my reaction to the things happening to me that like mattered. So, this last chapter was big, it was heavy and hard to read, but it is the past. It happened. It's been a while. And all of it made me who I am today. All of it has made me who I am. And I really am starting to like love who I am. And without these chapters, I wouldn't be able to be here. Um, I have a lot of grace and empathy and forgiveness in my heart. I always have, I always will, and I will never let, or at least try not to let the world and people just completely harden my heart, because it's like, Rose said, and I wrote that, is that it's my superpower to love. It's my superpower. You know, and it got me really hurt because I wasn't able to take that superpower and put it here. And fortunately, I took that superpower and I put it everywhere else when I needed to learn how to put it here. And once I started, which I'm in right now, learning how to put it here, I started to realize just how powerful it is, right? And you can't love others if you don't know how to love you first, like why would we go and put all this energy into making everyone else feel so good and loved and safe if we didn't even know how to do that at home? And again, I want to be really clear, like my relationship with God and my faith is a big part of it, because somewhere along that journey when I was on my knees and I had no one and nowhere to go and nothing but to be like, how am I loving and worthy in this world? God reminded me that I am, and that God loves me. If God loves me, then I love me, right? And if there's no shame on me, then why am I shaming myself? Or why am I letting anyone else out there shame me, right? Um, no, no. And this tiptoeing around to find my perfect love and my perfect marriage and the perfect man that's going to see me for all that I am. Ooh, what a journey and massive waste of years. Wow. That was just so hyper focused that that was what I needed. But it was what I thought, it was what I thought I needed to feel happy. Only to learn that I don't need that to feel happy. Um, I missed the mark there, I missed the mark. I don't need anyone other than myself and my relationship with God and peace and my loving daughter to really be complete and happy. And in that, I'm able to love others in a way that I wasn't able to love before, because there was this like seeking of it, and validation of it that you read about in my story. And for everybody who has felt like it has touch their heart in some way or reach them in some way, or know somebody that it would help, like, please share it. And your subscriptions have made my day. Your reading it has warmed my heart, has given me so much. Just it's just that feeling like I was going to write it regardless, right? And I did without knowing the outcome, but feeling the love and feeling seen by so many women, um, who can relate or it speaks to, um, like, that is awesome. It's rad. It's rad. And I'm just like, God, thank you for pushing me to put this out there. Thank you, because I was scared. I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, they're gonna rip me apart. And they may still, and they probably are. But that's what happens when you're vulnerable and you put your work out there and you put your truth out there and you're authentic, and you don't get the beautiful outcomes, or the negative outcomes if you don't do it. If you don't take a step. So, as a woman who is a Latina, who is a mother, who is in my 40s, all these things. What better time than to say, this is who I am. I'm putting myself out there. My life is just beginning for a whole new chapter, and I'm going to make sure that I live it up and I do it the best, and I'm honest and not afraid of anyone. So enjoy the next few chapters. There's only 20 chapters. Chapter 18 went up today. We're coming to an end, y'all. It's been a wild journey. Again, thank you. Appreciate you. Love you.